There you go.
Okay.
So,
Technical
Hi
issue.
guys. Hopefully you're okay.
yes, we are doing well. We are doing well. How about you? Doing well?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think this is very good time for me, and I gained so much experience now because of that. My I would say boss, but this is the guy I met around 2 years ago, but we never thought about being together. But now everything changed, and then everything started to work out all together. And he has that online store,
Mhm.
and I do the deliveries now. So I help him a little bit, and he said that um, something about finding suppliers anywhere in the world and then bring some goods to his store, which is in England.
Mhm.
So I'm really, I started thinking to go to import experts now,
Mhm.
because at first I would like to earn some money to be able to invest first. But with him, he told me that this is not a problem to invest some money in the goods. So yeah, there is new door, new possibility.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I can show you.
Exciting.
Yeah. um so I'm not sure if you can see it. This is the honey.
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes,
And
yes, yes,
here
yes.
I've got also plenty of honey.
Mhm.
So now I'm selling it.
Mhm.
So this is
Awesome.
my first product I brought from Poland. So I built that relationship with the supplier that even we had problem with transfer the money, because he gave us different account number for
Mhm.
VAT, but it doesn't work internationally. So we had that problem that the money just disappeared in the on the way, and we had to make a claim to get that money back. But he said that okay, that's fine, you can bring your courier and then take the honey even when I didn't get the money.
Mhm.
So for us, that was so much trust from him.
From
And
him.
even he
Yeah.
gave us, even he gave us a little gift. I can show you that gift also. So I'm so proud that uh, he's done something like that. This is the gift.
Yeah.
Oh,
How nice
nice.
is that? Yeah.
So I've got 3 honeys. I've got in here, that's propolis, but that was for free from him. So now we're talking further about much bigger delivery,
Mhm.
because we sold within 2 days over a
Wow.
half of our stock. So this is
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it.
absolutely.
Great.
And
That's amazing news, huh?
even more powerful when you're gonna learn some great skills on how to sell anything online.
Yeah,
I think you will acquire so much in the next years that you will start to apply with those products, which is gonna be
yeah,
very exciting. I'm sure. I'm sure.
yeah. I'm
We
so
actually,
happy.
yeah, we actually, funny enough, 2 years ago now, I
Yeah.
guess, we also
Before.
had actually like a import business where we were importing Italian like conservice products into Denmark
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
selling it from there. But back then we were completely beginners in everything. It was before SFM, before like anything, and we basically
We didn't know anything about
we didn't
marketing.
know anything about
And that
anything
was
at all.
also another reason why I went into searching for how can I actually sell online.
Yeah,
And then I
Hmm.
came across SFM, and then it was like, oh my God, this is a
we did everything
boom.
wrong basically.
I did everything the other way around. And then, of
Yeah,
course, you learn a lot from the experience. And now it's, of course,
yeah,
in standby, but I'm looking forward to come back later on in the future. I will be always one of my passion to have like my own Calabrian style food in the world, wherever it
oh
is on in
nice.
each country. Yes.
Yeah.
So that would be a nice one. How about Katya's, Diego's? How you're doing?
Good.
We're in process of sourcing. It's a big trouble, I think, with suppliers in China. Dorothy, you very lucky. You knew already someone, because really, I mean, now I'm finding myself writing with so many suppliers. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
I see. So now is this week has been crazy on finding the right supplier, or?
Well, the thing is that first we have been in between two products. We're not decided yet. Yeah.
Probably we will use both.
We will use definitely both.
But we need to go first with one.
And there is so many suppliers, and the problem that, I mean, not the problem, but my idea is to combine two products together. And many suppliers, they have it in colors which they're not really combined, and they don't understand why I need to, you know, match them, because I need to place them in the same box or something like that. So each of them may be replying very slowly or asking questions, and they may be replying once. So it's really taken a lot of time, I have to say.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so these are some of the steps that, when it's not only required basically your own work, but that you need the answer from someone, obviously it always, like, it's out of your hands, out of your control, right? So these are things that that just we need to kind of how do you say, accept
it, yeah,
and then do what you can do in the meantime, like do other stuff while you're waiting for answers.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I was taking now this time to like think about the package, you know, start to think a little bit ahead of some things. Yeah, to use this time, basically,
yes.
as you say.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, awesome. It's good that you update us with how everything is going. I like very much to feel inspired by your story.
And by your action.
And by your action as well, yeah.
All three of you, yeah.
Now, if you want, I share ours. We are also having not trouble, but obstacle, like out of our own control. And at the moment, we are building our own new ad to actually promote SFM on YouTube platform. So as you probably know, SFM create this new kind of free training exclusively for a specific platform that you can find on Mentors. And basically they are consisting in 9 of them, I think. And they go from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I think all kind of social media. And there's quite of a deep learning, I must say. So they hire a company outside of SFM, and they make some way like a partnership or cooperation. And what they did is that they put the training into the system for all of us, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah. So our own, let's say, mission at the moment is that within next week, we will launch our, let me see, somebody try to get in. No,
I think it's my messages arrived.
Sorry. So our mission is that by next week, we will actually launch it, the first ads. And as well, Caroline, she's preparing behind the scene her first online course about bachata dancing, and that we will promote in Facebook, I guess, right?
Yeah. Mostly Facebook. So that's a new platform for us
to dig in. It's a new platform. We have never been like on Facebook at least to marketing. We've been Facebook scrolling. That's it. And now the actually to link in what we wanna talk about today is actually about how you build your customer avatar and how you can make an ad that is successful, and how you actually test different things on the way, because chances are that you are testing a YouTube ad and it's not gonna win on your first try. Probably it's gonna win after your 20 or 25 try. So it's important to have the mindset of entrepreneur, right? Yeah. Entrepreneurship, I will say, where the mindset is not like I need to get result now and having a paycheck right now or by the end of the month, but you are working on a project where you get paid at the end of the project. That's the kind of way to approach this business in itself when you're gonna do marketing online, because generally the benefit you find it in the long run. And so let's start to dig in the avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what we want to talk about today is that when you're creating your avatar and you're creating your ad, if you have those two, let's say, instruments or those two things in place, basically that's what's gonna determine your success. So both of you, like both Diego and also Dorothy, like we know that you're more interested in the import-export thing, but this is the identical in that, let's say, path. Because we know for a fact that back then when we were doing our import business in the food industry, basically we knew that our product was amazing. We tasted it, everybody who tasted it loved it. But the problem is that we didn't know anything about avatar creation or copywriting or like how to create an ad, all of these things. So we designed the most beautiful website. We created, like we didn't do it by ourselves because back then we also didn't know about creating websites. So basically
we invested
web designer making a website for us.
Mm-hmm.
We imported all the, like we bought a big stock of the product. So basically we had everything ready. We knew we had a killer product, a killer website, everything. The problem is that we didn't know how to create an avatar. We didn't know how to create an ad. So we failed, and we failed big time. And we actually burned a lot of money, and also Davide's brother's money as well. So what will determine your success is actually not the product itself, but it's how you know, like how to sell it and who to sell it to. So those are kind of the two biggest factors. So today, basically, I think that what we're gonna dig into a little bit is the avatar. So I don't know if you noticed, but yesterday or the day before, I uploaded some few things into the group, into the Facebook group, which is avatar exercise and the why exercise. And basically, the why exercise is something that we did recently, and for us, it was a powerful thing to do. You don't have to do it right away, but for us, it was a big difference actually,
Mm-hmm.
because we used to before, like I guess you know, but we did our avatar together. So we did our video ad together, and we just know that after we went to Australia, kind of felt that this ad wasn't really us 100%. It was like a little bit awkward, and we're just trying out, standing a little bit, you know, smiling and trying to say a few words. And after we came home from Australia, we did this why exercise. And after we did that, we basically decided actually to do advertising singly. So I do my advertising, David does his advertising, and we have two different avatars, two different landing pages, but they both go to the same product. So it's just different people, different angles, but selling the same product basically in the end. And this is super.
Let's share some example.
Yeah, they can definitely go into the Facebook group to see it. But yeah, why not? Let's share some.
Okay, so basically my avatar, after this why exercise that we did it, basically is the exercise itself is about asking 7 times why this is actually
why you do what you do.
Important, or why you do what you do. So this is exactly to go on a much deeper level to find out the real reason why you do what you do in anything in life. But we use particularly for business, which help us to find our own perfect, in a way, we don't know yet, we haven't tested, but in a way, a more congruent and with integrity, a way of an avatar that we feel that we resonate the most with. And so after we end up doing this exercise, we ask ourselves, actually we end up with 2 different avatars. And my avatar—
and 2 different reasons why we started
this
online business.
2 totally different reasons. And the first one that came out on my why exercise was basically somebody who was searching for safety that could bring a peace in mind when wanted to build a family, or something that will be there for you when things are getting in an uncertain place, out of your control, like this coronavirus, for example. We have nothing to control, and the best thing and the most important things that you are wishing, or your dream that you are looking for, is that basically you are not having to worry when everything seems to be imploding around you. This is very important, to have a peace in mind and live a happy life together with your family, with your husband, with your wife, whoever you want to wish to spend the time with. And for Caroline, actually was.
Yeah, for me, it was this fact about that I wanted to make sure that when I retire my foreign dancing, that I don't have to stay in the studio and trading my time for money basically in the studio. Because for me, even though that it's a high income skill, it's still a job. And I feel that for me, that dancing in general has become too much of a job compared to a passion. And I want to keep it as a passion and have security on my shoulders. So I don't want, I feel like in the last maybe few years that I'm losing a little bit my drive and my passion and my motivation when I started with dancing, and it's just became too much of, I need to earn the money, I need to find, you know, a kind of a stability, like Davide says, so that when I will have a family in a few years, that I actually can do it with peace in mind, that okay, I'm safe, you know. I don't have to travel around the world continuously until I'm 80. But anyway, this one exercise, basically, when you then dig more deep into it, you understand that those are more superficial, or like it's still your why, but you can go much deeper into the reason. And actually, when I went all the way down into my 7th question about it, actually it came back, for me, it came down to the fact that for me, this knowledge that I'm giving through SFM is actually kind of the best gift that I can give to anyone. So this is my feeling, and this is actually then in the end what I actually have to sell. So basically, why you have to do this exercise, or why you have to really dig deep into your avatar, is to understand what is the fears, what is the pain points, what is the thoughts, what is the questions, what is the doubts that the person that you're trying to sell to is having. So you really need to, we in the beginning talked or understood about the profile of the person. So we were like the gender, the age, the profession, you know, how much income, where do they stay on the social media, all of these things. But we didn't dig deep into why and what was their issues, and what are the thoughts that people are having. Like my avatar right now is a lot as well about finding who you are, feeling comfortable in your skin, you know, all of these kind of thoughts that everybody have in the world, that you often think that you're the only person in the world who has these thoughts. It's actually not like that. So many people through different situations have similar thoughts. And when you can pinpoint that, and when you can speak to that pain that a certain person has, you create a special connection that when the person that has that type of pain sees your ad, instantly they will buy from you. So it's really, really powerful to go through these exercises and these thoughts. And there's a lot of questions you can dig into. And it's uploaded, like I said, in the Facebook group. So you can just go in the file section and you will find there two documents. So it's really something that we really suggest you to make sure that you do your homework of your avatar before you start spending money on advertising.
Yes.
Because really, you're gonna save yourself a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Time,
especially at the beginning of our own experiment with this event, we actually wanted to see a result quite quickly. We were actually mentally driven by results. Yeah. And when you're driven by results, you just want to rush through, and you will make a mistake. So what is very important here is that you take your time and not rush through, because this project, these skills that you're acquiring, they are working. We have tested on our own skin and we fail and we learn from it. So it's important that you understand to take a step-by-step process that will only aim you for the best successful advertising platform, whatever you will be, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But this is very important. It's the base of every successful business. They know who they are targeting, who they want as a client, and what are their issues. And why it's important to know what are their issues and concern is because you have a product or service that can improve their life for real. You will bring them from A to B, at least closer to B, if they are following your training or platform that you are promoting. So it's very important to understand your own client. And if you find that, that's the key of success.
Like I can give you an example. So I'm doing, I've done already this in my SFM business, affiliate business, but now I'm redoing all of these things for my bachata business. And basically what I came to is that I'm not selling a dance course. It's not about the dancing. The dancing is just a medium. What I'm selling is connection and intimacy between the man and the woman. So it's the issue of staying home in Corona time and maybe fighting all the time with your partner, or feeling this kind of like this is right now, but as well before Corona and when Corona will finish, this thing about that you start out being in a relationship and you feel in love and you're having this state of in love, and then after some time that kind of goes away because it all becomes about duties, right? It all becomes about paying the bills. It all becomes about providing for the family, and you kind of slip away from each other. You still live under the same roof, but you slip away from each other in the relationship. And then what happens is that it becomes just about fighting. You lose the intimacy, you lose the love between you. And that's what I'm selling. So I'm selling the connection between, I'm selling the get back into that initial state of love, and then through the medium of the dancing. So I'm actually basically solving a much bigger issue that maybe people don't even think that they have, but somehow they feel it when they see the ad. Something connects, and they're like, I want this, I want to try it, you know. So it's actually from being just learn how to dance, it suddenly becomes something much bigger. And there is many paths,
yeah,
and many different ways I can get around this product. So one of them is, like I said, the coronavirus time that you're under the same roof and you're fighting. One of them is that you are only about providing. Another thing is that maybe if you go to a normal dancing school, you need to follow the schedule of a dancing school. But what if it doesn't fit into your lifestyle? Then you have an online course that you have 24/7, and basically you can do whenever you have the time. So that's another angle to the same product.
absolutely. And it doesn't have to be, very important is to understand, doesn't have to be related to your life only. What I mean by that, let's say, for example, I'm here for a reason in SFM, and I joined simply because I want to have security in my life. But as well, I know there is other people out there that they are struggle because they are self-employed and they are running their own paycheck, but there is a lot of uncertainty out there. So they want to have a shoulder cover that if anything goes wrong, they are going to have a roof where to live and a table where to eat. That is another type of avatar. So what is important is that you can find many different type of avatar that they are not necessarily related to you. And with your own due diligence,
the pain points are the same.
Yes, with your own due diligence and research, you start to find the pain point that they are very similar. You have kind of experienced them sometime, maybe a few years ago, not over now. Like there is always a bigger chance. You can have many different avatars as long as you choose one of them and you start to test it and see how it performs. If you connect or you don't connect, that's what it's all about. Whether if it's a service, whether it's a product to sell. It's very important. If you start to run advertising, which you are paying to acquire customer, it's very important to know how you are spending your money rather than just put the money and wait that the results are coming. It's very important that you are go through a learning process, a learning curve with some training that SFM have, where you can definitely learn a lot more and be prepared for a better preparation on making fail, let's say.
Or
less fail, less painful fail, I would say. Yeah.
So basically, what we wanted to share, as well is, yes, in the Facebook group I uploaded 2 things, but as well in Mentors, when you go through in your SFM dashboard and log into the Mentors platform up in the right-hand corner, you will find under the education section, there is a lot of courses that you can take. And one of them is called Market Research Blueprint. And it really basically is kind of that when you have a product, so for example, for you, Dorothy, that you know already you have this.
I'm going to share the screen meanwhile.
Yeah, so you have the honey, but you need to find out who else is selling honey from Poland in England, you know. Then you will go through this course and you will see how to research, how to do all the type of researches around other companies who does similar, or so either indirect or direct competition with you. And you can do all type of researches of what they're spending, where they're spending, who they're targeting, like all basically things, and they will let you go through this information.
Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah, I can see it.
So as you can see here, there is training for online business from scratch. So basically how to start with, correct. So you can start with totally free, traffic, organic traffic, setting up your website. And those are the new one. And bulletproof YouTube, bulletproof Facebook, and traffic traps, tracking, marketing research, which is about your avatar basically.
That's the one I just mentioned now.
Yeah. A landing page. For those of you who doesn't know what is a landing page, it's basically where your client is going to end after click to your ad. So if they have seen my video and they will click on my learn more button, then they're gonna enter into my landing page where I'm gonna have my attraction lead, where basically you can put your name and email and you're going to receive wherever, a newsletter or a material like the free video series or ebook or anything like that. Then there is a bulletproof native ads, which I guess is it's about ads in general. Then there's a Twitter, LinkedIn, GND, Instagram, AdWords. Google AdWords is the piattaforma. Yes, it's the platform where basically you're going to put your ad if you choose to market on Google, for example, or on YouTube.
Let's say you would do like a blog post or an article or something like that. That would be where you should learn about it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot of training there and a lot of courses, and obviously you shouldn't do all of them.
No, you
pick
just
the
need
ones that you need.
You need to choose the one that are the best fit for yourself at this moment in time. Like for example, the next 2 days, I'm gonna roll my YouTube bulletproof training, and then I'm gonna just learn as much as I can because I want to be, let's say, full of knowledge.
You want to be prepared.
Prepare when I jump back on my marketing. So I'm start to invest. So I really want to know how numbers work. What is my movement? How I'm gonna tracking things. So this is real business stuff. So I really like them, but it takes some time to find out how they work. So this is the best gift that SFM could ever give us, I think. Yes. So
yeah, so basically we hear all the time, right? When you market to everyone, you market to no one, right? So just really bear in mind this thing about finding and really not only on a profile level but on a deep level find about your avatar and go into all the pain points, all the fears, all the doubts, all the self-limiting beliefs. All of these things is so important before you start doing any type of selling, basically, or paying, especially paid advertising, but in generally advertising of anything, like Davide said, doesn't matter if it's a service or a product or whatever it is. But if you haven't done the preparation, you will pay for it in some way, either time-wise or money-wise or failure. Or,
yes,
yeah.
yes, 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 yes.
So it's really important. And today we just really wanted to highlight this.
Yeah, it's a learning curve, guys. So nobody's ready with all the born with this knowledge. We need to somehow learn it, and it will take some time, as we did in school, in university. Like, you learn by doing. That's the best secret. So
do you have any question?
yes, any question in regards to what we say, or just anything different that you wanted that we might be able to uncover? Who knows?
I have one question, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
I know that if I would like to sell on Amazon, there is a fee. It's $39.99 or something like that, dollars. And do you know what else I should pay as a maintenance fee for Amazon?
Okay.
How does
Now,
it work?
you are in the best place because we have Katia and Diegos.
Yay!
So they just actually began, as we mentioned last week. They went into
they just opened the company, right, guys?
Yeah.
Jump out and explain a bit about this.
Jump out.
Okay, so for us, of course, it's slightly different because we are doing export from China and it goes to US, so the taxes are different. But from what we know, there is a Amazon fee for kind of they kind of selling your product there, and then there is a fulfillment fee. So they stock your place, then they delivery, and they do all customer service.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do it really.
And do you know how much is that percentage
normally
from the price?
it's about $3, but of course we are all doing USA for now. In USA it's $3 for one product sale. So one time they said they buy it. Then there is
the more expensive product you've got, you still have to pay
fee
just
is
$3.
the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay.
Sí, pero era también por espacio.
No, fulfillment is it's the service they provide. This is one, and for the warehouse they have different price because in the when you go into import export, in the beginning they suggest you the type of product also. So we kind of go in within that limits. Let's say they base like the weight, the size. It's better not electronic or not liquid.
Yes, no liquids.
So there is kind of some kind of things you do in honey, and there is a certain weight to that. So I don't know. Probably it's more expensive, and also for the shipping, I don't know how you're gonna do it. You do it yourself. You will do it again through the Amazon. Then you need to ship all your kind of stock to the Amazon. There is also certain fee for that. Depends, of course. Yeah, I mean, you're in UK already, so you're gonna sell from UK Amazon or Europe? Like, what do you?
With honey, we have honey here from Poland, and we sell through that online store. Or I've got this honey here that's just for my neighbors, for my friends. But it's selling so quickly that I don't think about that now. But in the future, we would like to go to Amazon in the United States and do spices.
If you go to United States, definitely then you have a duty to pay when you import into USA, and that also goes on the on the general value of the package goes into the country. Yeah, basically this you need to know duties and customs apart from Amazon fees.
Okay. So I presume that I can check that somewhere, those fees on Amazon website or?
Yes.
Actually, they have a very nice video presentation where they show you what is the things that they are doing.
The fulfillment,
yeah,
by Amazon.
Why
so
is
the
good?
FBA.
Yes.
FBA. Yeah, I've heard about that.
I found it so many type of shipping, so you go crazy a little bit too. This one included this one, that one not included, this one included only this one, you need to pay that. Oh, it's like
yeah. And I've heard that a lot of people, a lot of sellers are suspended on Amazon,
Yes.
with no reason, to be honest.
In
and
America more.
Yeah, in America.
And
then
France, it's closed.
The fee,
and France is closed.
The fee to unsuspend your account is around $5,000.
Well, that's possible, because now they give priority to certain products only.
Okay.
So yeah, it's many things are out of stock still.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
So it sounds like that there's different prices for the dogana. How do you say dogana?
Customs and
customs,
duties.
And then Amazon, duty free, like duties, and then the Amazon fees. So it's like two separate things. Yeah. But all of this you learn about when you get into the platform of import export, right?
Yeah, of course. No idea before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
So I hope that Diego and Katia answer your question, Dorothy. Yeah, at least they tried their best, as I can see. Yeah.
Sure. It's always nice to have support from everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other question, guys, before we wrap up?
No.
Anyway, so guys, it's been another Sunday. Thank you for being with us. For those who will watch the records as well, you might get something very useful over here. And thank you so much for your time. And I speak to you again.
Like always, if you have any questions during the week, just text us.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Yeah. See you.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.